What's going on, y'all? This is Collect Decks, an index of whatever collection you probably don't have enough of. Today is Destined Rivals, and we're gonna do a bit of a different video. It's just gonna be a live set study of Destined Rivals and kind of where it's at and where it may be going, or we all hope it may be going. And also, I want to talk about a little bit of kind of the nuances of this set called SV10 Destined Rivals. So today, as we sit, you can see that Destined Rivals is pretty much sitting at $600. So we're talking about 581 plus $10 shipping. That's just about $600 after tax. So, and this thing has just not really dropped. That's a 3 month snapshot. 6 months, it was down at 400. I remember that. It doesn't even feel like 6 months ago, but it was 6 months ago. And then a year, last year maybe, a little bit before last year, it was, and this is on release, I believe. So June of last year, it was around $220, $250. $300. That was your best bet. This line right here, $300 was your best bet. It never came back down. It only just, here goes the hump. Whoop, whoop. It has these little dips, but it almost looks like Bitcoin. Sorry, you guys could not even see that. But here's the graph here. It almost looks like a Bitcoin graph, the way that it sits. Just can't understand it. And then you look at the sales, and it's just the sales are enormous as well. So this is just a few days of sales. $610. $610 right there at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see the screen, but it sold 2 days ago for $610. So, but when you dig a little bit deeper into Destined Rivals, I don't know how many of these you guys have got to open, but I've gotten to open quite a few of them. 100 packs. I've opened at least 100 packs of Destined Rivals, and maybe more, honestly. And my pull rates have just been horrible for the set, just absolutely horrible. When you look at the cards in here, we'll filter out the. Let's do this. We'll go hyper rare, special illustration, rare, double rare, ultra rare. Well, yeah, let's do leave out the commons and the uncommons, probably the rares as well. But the double rares, specialty, special illustration, rares, and the hyper rares and ultra rares. You look at Destined Rivals as a set, and the set just has so many hitters that especially like if you look at this card here, Zamazenta. A friend of mine pulled this card. Let me move the camera out the way so you guys can see a little bit better. But a friend of mine pulled this card out of a pack he got for me, and it was just like, man, that's a really cool looking card. Really cool looking card there, and just amazing artwork, and it sits at around $5 for this card. um Super nice card, and that's just one example. The Spite Ops is super cool as well. That's not right. Let's refresh. TCG player is just not working right now. Well, where'd the Spite Ops go? Oh, I moved down here. There you go. Spite Ops, $10. $10 for this Spite Ops. Look at the artwork. It's pretty good. Then you got, some. These are some of the EXs, which I really like. This. Sorry guys, I said right next to a window, but this is live. It's a little bit different. But Crobat's really cool. This Persian, Persian's a fan favorite, I would say. Sitting at $6. And the set goes on like this, and here goes your Mewtwo, alternate. Then you got the Misty Psyduck. Misty Psyduck. This is an awesome card. Awesome card. Awesome artwork. I have this. And the artwork is just great. It looks better in person. And as you can see, $65. $65. And it's just been going sideways. It's just hit its peak, $58. And it's up a little bit right now. But not by much. You know? And it's just... And the list goes on like this, y'all. So... despite the fact that this set has so many cool cards, look at that Clan Pearl. It's just such a unique art. Even though you wouldn't really think, you know, Clan Pearl, not a big card by any means, but just amazing art as it comes in a set. You know, and then you got, let's see, look at this Jamming Tower. It's actually a super cool card too. Jamming Tower. Cool card there. Gold card. And you go on. You know, we haven't even touched the heavy hitters yet. You know, look at this. Team Rocket's Murkrow. Okay, so when you study a set and you kind of look at like what's the heavy hitters and what's or not even the heavy hitters, but why does a set do so good? Look at this Hydrapple. I have this card as well. It looks better in person. You know, it's just you know, some of these aren't like the most popular cards, but and then of course you got the Team Rocket's Moltres, you know, heavy hitter card. Even though I find that undervalued, that's gonna be an expensive card one day. Lapras, more Misty's, like Misty's Pokemon, just out of this world artwork on that one as well. And there's so many, and you just kind of scroll down this. Look at this Meowth. This is the top chase out of perfect order, which is a Meowth. But here it is in Team Rocket's arguably maybe the better card. Okay? So a chase card in perfect order versus just a regular illustration rare in Destined Rivals, I think this one is just outplays the perfect order one for sure. You know, and the list goes on still. Team Rocket's Nidoking, you know. This is another really nice card, really amazing artwork, old school anime vibes, you know. And then you got obviously the gold Garchomps and Cynthia's Garchomps, which, you know, a fan favorite. Look at it, this thing is $4 under $4. Under $4 for that Garchomp. Here's the gold one. Even this one, gold Garchomp, $32 with Cynthia on it. It's crazy. It's crazy, you know. You got Ethan, or otherwise known as Gold version. Gold version gets his own card. Destined Rivals. Destined Rivals, y'all. List goes on. We're on page 3 here, and now we're getting to the good stuff, I feel, because here comes this heavy hitter Crobat. Heavy hitter Crobat. You got Golbat in the back, Zubat in the back, and if you look real close, let me see if you guys can see this. There's a Team Rocket agent right there. You know? Team Rocket agent. So, in terms of how good the card looks, it's up there. It's up there as well. You got a gold Crobat. Whoa. This Kangaskhan, $10 for this Kangaskhan here. Talking to the Quagsire, $10. Come on, man. Can't be serious. Eradicate. How can Eradicate card look so good? Destined Rivals. Look at all the Eradicates in the back. Chewing on the rope and the wire. Rattata running in the back. It's a ridiculously good looking card. You know what I mean? Just ridiculously good looking. And then of course you got the Ethan's Ho-Oh. No thank you for your survey. Ethan's Ho-Oh. Sitting at around $300 today. $285. Looking at the graph, this thing hasn't ever come down. It's just steady climbed. Cheapest it was January of this year at $132. $132, and this is where it's exploded to. That's ridiculous. Destined Rivals, right? Rapidash card. Now here's the conversation I'm about to have with you guys. That though this set has such amazing cards, so many, makes even the regular Pokemon look amazing. The pull rates are god awful. Out of 100, maybe 120 packs of Destined Rivals I must have opened by this point, I've pulled this Rapidash here 3 times, and although it's a great card, I pulled it 3 times. 3 of my hits went to this Rapidash, right? Alright, so what am I saying here? What I'm saying is, despite how cool this set is, look, I didn't even know this card was in Destined Rivals, but probably has to be one of the best Rotom cards ever. You know? Phantasmal Flames doesn't even have a Rotom of that level. He is Electrike, regular Pokemon with great artwork and cards. You know what I mean? Electrike, who would have thought Electrike would have such a nice card? You know? And I'm noticing that they didn't even give us... Let's see what we have here. Why did they not give us the Mewtwo or... There you go. We're still missing a few cards, I noticed. Let me see, but you know, Ethan's Adventure. Look at this card. You got Cyndaquil, Pichu, and Slugma. That's such a cool card. You know? Cynthia's Garchomp. This is the legit, real deal Cynthia's Garchomp fighting in the Pokemon arena. Ridiculous. You know? I don't know why it's not giving... It's missing cards for sure. It's missing cards. Let me see. That's all of them. Wonder why it's missing the cards though. Let's narrow this search down to get rid of the double rare category. Oh look, I saw some stuff. I don't know why the filter works like that, but this Blaziken, I recently found out that this Blaziken is in Destined Rivals. And, you know, this is an amazing card. This is an amazing looking card. And nobody even talks about this card. This card is sitting at under $20. Nobody talks about this card. Nobody cares about this card. It's so nice. I pulled that. I mean, I didn't pull that. I'm sorry. I wanted to pull that. What I pulled is like 4 of these. 4 of these Ethan's Typhlosions. Oh, look here. I forgot I even had these cards here, but here goes the Misty's Psyduck. Misty's Lapras. Ethan's Typhlosion. This is the 4th one that I pulled. 4th Ethan's Typhlosion I pulled. So I pulled, yes, I pulled the Misty's Lapras and the Psyduck. But then 3 extra of my hits went to this Ethan's Typhlosion. Like 2 or 3 extra of my hits went to that Rapidash, that godforsaken Rapidash. And then of course, you have the Piece de Resistance. This big heavy hitter Mewtwo, the heaviest Mewtwo maybe ever. Nah, there's some crazy Mewtwo's, but this one is the next one up. This one is like the Mewtwo that's just came into the league, and it's like, damn, he's gonna dominate for a little while. That's that Mewtwo. This Mewtwo is so amazing. I have not pulled it. I have not pulled that Mewtwo. Look at this Houndoom, guys. Oh my goodness. One of the best Houndoom cards ever, maybe. You know? And Houndoom has some pretty nice cards, for sure. Look at this price. Under $20. Under $20. Okay? This is the reason why Destined Rivals is so high up on that list. Look at this Arvin's Mabostiff. Crazy. Crazy. You know, this is the reason why Destined Rivals is so expensive. This is exactly the reason, because it has such great cards and it has so many of them. Orbeetle. You know, just seeing Team Rocket in these kind of card panels, it just makes it so nostalgic, so worth more. You know, Team Rocket is just kind of like, it's hard to you know, say how you feel when you own a Team Rocket's card that looks like that. Looks amazing, you know, and you know, this again, this is the reason why Destined Rivals is sitting at $600 in under a year. In under a year, guys. How much are the booster bundles? $70, pretty much. $70 for a booster bundle of Destined Rivals. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And then let's see what else we got. Booster packs. This will be just the regular packs at $9. What else do we got? Sleeve boosters. A lot of people like sleeve boosters better, around $9 as well. $10 closer to. You know, just amazing. The ETBs, I never even got to touch these ETBs, but over $200 now for this ETB. You know, just never came down. It's down now from $24. Just never came down. But what an amazing looking ETB. Probably the best looking ETB, I would say. You know, what other Destined Rivals products do they have? Destined Rivals Fun Pack? I don't know what that is. Oh, the little 3-pack. $8 on that. Wow. Yeah, I'd wonder how much the ETB, but how much would a PC ETB be? Let's see. The case, let's see how much this is. The case of Destined Rivals ETBs, 10 of them, $28.50. Damn. Damn. Pokemon Center, $500 and pretty much $50, closer to $600. The ETB, the Pokemon Center ETB, which I just noticed is all red instead of all black, which is really cool. And it has the black silhouettes of Giovanni and Mewtwo. Just noticed that, but it's as much as the booster box. But again, y'all, despite Destined Rivals being this good, the pull rates are god awful. I'm telling you, as somebody has opened 120 packs, so that's something that the sentiment in the market and, you know, the people that just hoard and scalp and collect and just try to sell don't know as well as somebody who actually rips the packs and has got a feel of the set. You know, sets have their feel. That's why people in this era have no idea that the Sword and Shield era had horrible hit rates historically, you know, notoriously. So it's hard to know these things if you're not actually in what they call the hobby side of it. A business person or somebody that's just, you know, collecting for the future and just getting into it would never know that. And that's one of the highlights of Pokemon. It's almost like an individual value, like in the games, for yourself as the player, in collecting, hobbying, business, whatever you want to call this. That's your individual value point. How long have you been in the game? How many cards have you touched? How many eras have you felt? You know, and it's one of the funnest parts. So, anyways, y'all, I just want to do this little set study because Destined Rivals has been a quagmire in my head for a long time. And if you like the video, if you want to support the channel, if you want to buy this American flag, straw hat American flag, check my website in the descriptions below. And I'll catch you guys on the